lot of science involved. There's actually a lot of psychology involved in driving. You know, evaluating how people are driving, what goes on in the highway. One thing, it could be an indication of something else, and if nothing else, then it's definitely clues that you should take, which will make you realize that you need to take certain precautions, you know, and increase your following in the distance, and take other preventive measures. So, I mean, I just want to go over this video a little bit, but notice how that truck is following so close behind that car. And you see those people trying to turn left. This guy is like all across the lane and whatnot. The first thing that comes to my mind is, I mean, that's not a normal reaction. He's pretty timid to be getting all over in the right lane. Well, you don't know if he's trying to let the Explorer behind him see that there's cars trying to turn left, or if he's just that timid that there are cars trying to turn left and with the guy behind him. I don't know, but what I do know is the guy seems shaky. Either way, the guy is shaky, you know? So when you're behind somebody, first of all, when you're behind somebody who's following it close behind another car, you want to increase your distance. And when you're behind somebody that's timid, or anything that indicates that they may not be someone who is familiar with driving on the streets and on the highway, they ain't on the highway. But when it's an indication that somebody may not be familiar or maybe nervous driving, you want to increase your following distance a little bit. It seems like I'm closer than I am, and you'll be able to see further down the video, but I have it zoomed up pretty well. So I wanted to get a good look at what's going on over here. But yeah, so that's one thing. We're going to speed it up. But notice how this guy is still right on his bumper. You definitely want to keep an increased following distance when you're behind someone like that, because if a deer jumps out in front of the car, in front of that Explorer, the Explorer is not going to have time to react. So you're going to have an accident right there in front of it. You also got to watch people that's walking out there to the street. If he's on the other side, especially, because people will walk out and not pay attention. And I'm going to show you this store right here coming up. When you pull off at the store, where's that? Anyway, when you pull off at the store on the side, make sure you're about 20 feet off, away from the street, because when people pull out at the end of the street or try to pull away from the store, they need to be able to see, you know, they need to be able to check traffic. And if you're too close to the road, then here's the store. You take enough space so people who's trying to pull away from the store can see, around you, check the traffic. See how much this guy's hitting the brake? He's still right up on him. You see how you all across the line there? So that's that. Now notice the guy is now pulling out. He's pulling away from him. So when you talk about psychology, maybe the guy isn't all that timid. Maybe the guy just is a butthole and was getting back at the guy because I think the guy blew the horn. But anyway, because the guy riding right on his bump. So now as he approaches 2 lane, he's gonna speed up and going down the road. But the guy still passes him. You see, the guy still passes him. But another thing, when you get to these 2 lanes right here, and you know that lane ends, make sure you check and see what's coming up. And you're gonna have to judge the speed of the traffic that's coming up, because what happens is a lot of times 4-wheelers will know that the lane is going in. They'll drive a ridiculous speed to try to get up there by you, and you know you're gonna have to decide on whether they can make it or not. Don't assume that they're going to slow down and let you over, or don't assume that they're going to keep up their speed and come by the time the lane ends. Half of the time they don't care. As long as they can make it up there to keep, you know, in time that the lane ends before you get over, they'll slow down. Say if they go 70 miles an hour in the 55 just to get up there before the lane ends, they don't care that they're blocking you out. They will slow down to keep from getting a ticket while you're over there in that lane that's ending. So, you know, you want to check and judge the speed of the traffic, but see, this is the issue. Nice guys will have, I used to do it, will have a tendency to try to stay over there as long as possible and let all the traffic come by that can get by, thinking that the person that's coming up on you right when the lane is going to end will slow down and let you back over. It's not going to happen. They're not going to slow down and let you back over. What's going to happen is you're going to be running down the shoulder of the road because these fools keep coming up there by you knowing that the lane in, and all you did was try to be nice and let them by. So just keep that in mind. Don't work that way. And you'll find that often in driving. Good, nice guys are going to have a problem because you assume that people are going to do the same thing that you would do. They would treat you the same way that you would treat them. Again, psychology. But in driving, you will see, in life it's the same. I'm writing something for nice guys because of this. But in life, you will find out that you have to have boundaries and you have to look out for yourself a little more, because you can't assume that people are going to treat you and do things the same way that you would them. And so in driving, if you don't keep that in mind, you will never pull out in some places because you don't want to pull out in front of somebody. You will speed when you don't want to because you don't want to hold somebody up. You will, you know what I mean, just all types of things. Just keep that in mind. Look out for yourself. I mean, you want to be safe and you look out for other people to a certain extent, but don't go out of your way in order to accommodate other people on the highway if it's compromising your own ability to negotiate traffic or to drive safe, you know. Yeah, that's about it right now. It was something else. Oh, let me go get the other tape right here. Let me get the other tape. Was there anything else on this one?